We're about to elect a new president, but not everyone's paying attention.
Do you have a favorite candidate in the presidential election so far?
I tell you the truth, I'm really not that into politics. I haven't really been following, but I'd probably have to vote Democratic if I had to.
Obama! Who's running? I don't even know.
I don't really even know.
But if young Americans are truly apathetic, there could be some serious consequences.
You have a war protest, how many students would actually come? And that's a sad thing to me because I know how many people care.
Today's youth is often labeled as lazy and apathetic, but Indiana University professor Claude Cookman disagrees.
You know, when I was a student, there were all kinds of complaints about my generation. This is going back for at least 2,000 years, where the older folks are finding something to criticize about the younger ones. But actually, I don't think that's what's going on. I look at my students and I see so many of them who are volunteering for campus organizations, who are doing pro bono work out in the community, who are giving of themselves in a great way.
Cookman says that the internet has drastically changed the way we communicate with one another.
It's just so much easier to send an email than it is to write a letter and put it in an envelope and address it and put a stamp on it and take it to the mailbox.
The changing technological landscape has allowed candidates to connect with voters through MySpace and Facebook pages. But the challenge lies in turning virtual support into grassroots support. And one Indiana University student group has had a surprising amount of success.
Do you know who Ron Paul is?
I love Ron Paul. Oh, thank God.
I don't know where it came from. Ron Paul is apparently becoming this big thing.
All of a sudden there's been a lot of Ron Paul around campus. There's been people wearing his t-shirts. There's been spray painted Ron Paul faces on our sidewalks. And I'm very curious to see what he's all about.
And the Texas congressman's most ardent supporters say the internet has been their biggest ally.
We've got pictures, we've got videos, we've got, a complete update, thanks to Andrew, of everything that happens at our meetings and all the events that we're planning, and it's incredible. It allows us to keep in touch with each other, and not to mention we're sharing these videos with people. Like, a picture says 1,000 words. If we've got a video, that's like a zillion words.
Came back to Bloomington over the summer, and we started doing some stuff. I started this student group at the beginning of the year, and it has just continued and continued to grow. I can't remember a day where I thought, oh, maybe it's starting to die off. Maybe this is going to be the end.
I think there's something just genuinely human about wanting freedom and not wanting to be told what to do exactly every single minute of your life. And I think Ron Paul appeals to that.
And even though the campaign hasn't reached every potential voter.
What comes to mind when you think of Ron Paul? What 2 words?
Sean Paul.
As long as they have the internet and a core group of dedicated individuals, they'll continue to prove that America's youngest generation isn't so lazy after all.